Hey everybody, welcome back. We're going to do another round of Forest Shuffle. This time we have Mike and Ash with us. We were interested to see what this would be like with more people, so we're going to try it with four. We've just gone over describing how the rules work, and hopefully we play it much better than we did with two players, and we remember all of our rules, and Megan doesn't accidentally skip her own turn.
That's our job now.
She only did that one time. By the rules, the last person who's most recently walked through a forest is first person. And I
Definitely
believe
not
that's going to
me.
be one of you guys because you technically walked through a forest to get from your house to your car.
I mean, no, that's all inside, but we do kind of live with trees all around us.
You're in the more foresty place.
Yeah. We'll make it Mike go first because
Okay.
I don't. Yeah. I,
She's, she definitely does not want to go first.
Oh, we got the camera glitch going on on the second camera again. Yeah.
Is that a
Whatever.
pause and see what's going on, or
I have no idea what causes it, so we'll just
Keep going.
and we'll do what we can with it.
all right? Is this still in frame?
That is still in frame. Yes.
Okay. Can we
And
play
we
everything
can go
above?
all the way back to here and still be in frame. Cool.
Oh.
You will need quite a bit of room in front of you for your trees.
Yeah.
All right. So I will go first. I will play a Douglas fir tree,
All right.
which requires me to discard 2 cards, which will be a sycamore tree and a boar and a deer.
And then anytime you play a tree, you will also take the top card and discard it as well. All right. So we'll go to.
And then doesn't he draw back up,
No.
or is that after?
No.
Oh, how do I draw more cards?
You get one action per turn. Your action is play a card
Oh, that's
or
right.
draw.
And draw 1?
Just two.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to play a. We're gonna do. We'll start with the oak tree. He was good last time, wasn't he?
Whatever.
Like
I
that.
was recognize that little woodpecker jerk.
There's one in the tree outside right now. It's driving me nuts.
Oh, just one.
Yeah, just one.
Been knocking your roof.
I'm not trying to get through the side of
yeah.
the house.
All right, I'm gonna play that, and I'm gonna discard that.
All right.
That.
All right. How many trees are we up to?
8, 9.
And this comes out, which makes this 10. So this now scoops. And all of these little critters
Are dead.
are dead. The deforestation has destroyed these critters. They go to the box.
Wow.
Okay, so if I match a symbol, I get another turn.
Or did I draw a card?
No, so
You
you
do it
played a card, so you draw on your. If you next time you don't have a card you can play, you would draw instead
Yeah.
of play a card.
Okay, you basically do one thing on your turn. It's either draw cards or play cards.
Right? I will play this bird, which matches the symbol on forest. And to play that bird, I have to discard 2 cards. So there goes my entire hand.
Yep.
But because it matches the
Symbol.
pinecone symbol,
You
I
to
can
take
get another turn, and obviously my other turn will be drawing.
Now you do have the option of drawing from here or from here, and you can split it. So you can do 1 and 1, or you can do
Okay.
2 or 2.
Draw
or-
1 from the top first. Then I will draw a tree.
And I am going to start the rabbit breeding program.
No.
And those match, which means I get to take another turn. Which means we're going to just pull these 2 cards.
Okay. I'm going to. Not really what I want to do, but this is what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna do this, and the symbol matches. Oh, I gotta discard one. Discard that. Symbol matches, so I get another turn.
Nope.
No.
Because that symbol is put another creature of the same
I
type
don't wanna
in
do
play.
that then. I'm like, I don't want to do that then. We'll do. Right. We'll just do that.
I was gonna say you weren't going to play that cute little squirrel. The crazy
Well,
squirrel crew
I
would have.
wanted to put it on an
That
oak.
that is clearly the crazy squirrel.
I wanted to put
It's
it
the
on
right
an
kind
oak.
of squirrel.
Oh. Actually, that's not even what it was. But just okay.
Already.
Back to Ash.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll help Ash.
We're a family-friendly show as long as your family is sailors, mechanics, and truckers.
So Ash is going to play a brown bear. I think you don't want to play that when the clearings.
You want to play that when the clearing's as full as it can be.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's what I
Hold
thought.
on
So
to that one.
we'll undo that.
Okay.
Yeah, the bears are cool because they
Yeah.
sweep the clearing and stash it in your
So,
cave.
I think that's the only card you have that matches.
I mean, this one.
That you could play on that tree.
Yeah.
You don't
Um,
have
so
to
if you
match.
play that, you would have to discard 2 cards.
You can also draw 2 cards.
Yeah. You could draw instead of placing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that gives that a chance to fill up.
Mhm.
Because last time it filled up before we made it all the way around the
Right.
board.
And there was stuff on there I
And there was
wanted.
literally no way anyone could have done anything
Yeah.
with it. All right. Well, on my turn, since I only have a hand of 2 cards, I think I'm just going to draw.
I
Put that back.
Yeah.
rabbits.
I'll take 2 cards, please.
I had so many rabbits in our first game. I had 2
Yeah.
trees with like 5 rabbits in it.
So do you want to play more trees? Is that?
More trees would give you more options, because then you have more symbols to match with your critter, which activates abilities or gives you extra turns. Your tree,
Is that a linden?
yes.
So he's worth 1 point, and then if your forest has more lindens than anybody else, he's worth 3.
Okay, but the tree itself has no bonus.
Yeah.
So for you, it's going to be entirely. If your critter has a bonus, or yes, so that is a good card to play. Is it your? Yes.
Yes.
I wasn't sure.
And then
You'll
he
need to
says,
discard 2.
yeah, discard 2, and one of these comes down.
I would probably get that one. To the matching you have, and yeah, those 2.
One here.
Yeah, anywhere in the clearing.
All right.
So there's a couple strategies for this game, and it just depends on what you have. What kind of
I mean, usually
Change
after
it.
the first playthrough, I understand the strategy a little better, but the first time I'm
played
like,
a
oh, no.
badger, and I have to discard 1 card for that. But it's not a tree, so I don't take 1 off there.
it's not a tree, so it doesn't
But
count.
it matches the symbol, so I get another turn.
It's going to match a symbol, so you're going to activate the badger ability.
I thought
Oh yeah, and
Yeah. the badge would be if I play another card, right?
because they match, you activate these abilities.
Oh, both.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have anything that matches that, so
So he doesn't do anything, but you do get to take another turn.
And the other turn, I'm going to draw 2.
I am also going to draw 2 cards.
I'm also going to draw 2 cards, please.
Now I have a question for the cards. The red fox shows acorns per European hare, which is victory points, but also shows what looks like a card with a 1.
Draw a card per European hare. And that doesn't have binoculars, so that's always going to go when you drop it.
So it's when you play this that ability activates.
For every European hare in your forest.
In my
So
forest,
you don't get to use mine.
and it wouldn't be I play one after he's down. It's only the ones that are currently in play. Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, the foxes are good if you go all in on
but
rabbit.
when should you use the bear? Just
When there's a lot of stuff in here.
Yeah.
a lot of stuff.
Yeah, when there's a lot of stuff. And keep in mind he costs like 3 cards, so you'll have those 3
Oh, yeah.
in there.
Oh. Right, so that is the lynx, and it does match. So first you have to discard 1 card for the lynx. And because they match, you get another turn. And you can draw 2 cards for your turn.
Which we totally missed on our first playthrough.
Yeah.
And you could take cards out of here or there. Or mixed.
Or technically you could play that face down to another tree. But
That would be a weird way.
It'd
to
be a
use-
weird way to
yeah.
use your extra. Because it doesn't count for any of the bonuses or any of the in-game scoring. It just lets you play more critters.
Just 2 cards.
2 off the top.
Two off the top.
Right. Now, I did not understand this card when I saw it, so I can't play off of him. Because I thought that's what this ability was if I had a matching, I could play off of him. But it's
No.
only when I played him I could have.
Yeah, you could have played an additional, and it can't stack up like my hairs are. It would have to go to a different spot,
Oh,
but it would let you drop another one for free.
okay.
That's how you would drop like some of the bears or things if you didn't want to sweep. If you just wanted the bear out there for points,
Mm-hmm.
you could drop him for cheap.
I will play Horse Chestnut Tree. And I will mark a beech tree. And it goes off the top.
I'm going to drop a perch. Brings a card over, and lets me draw a card.
I'm gonna play a fallow deer. And
Oh,
It-
crap, that's 10 cards.
so it matches.
Mhm.
But what is this?
That means you get to draw 2 cards.
Okay, so give me 2 cards.
Do you want them here or off the top?
Just, so here's the question. This just hit 10. Does this
But you
At
can
the
take
end-
them off
at the
there.
end of
at
her
the
turn.
end of the turn it sweeps? Okay.
Sweeps.
I'm gonna take this and a card.
Okay.
Okay, and then I get to take another card. I get to take another turn, right?
No, because your tree doesn't have it. My tree has the extra turn. Your tree does not.
Oh, sad. Not good. Okay, so
Yeah.
sadness.
Yeah, that's tree ability.
So I just get the 2
Yeah,
cards.
you just get
Okay.
Now would be a good time to play for there.
I
But
don't have enough cards.
he's worth 3 points because he matches.
Mhm.
See if there's a way that you can.
That's the downside of the
This is-
bears. Is they're really expensive.
Let me get that out.
Okay, play that on top. And what's that ability do? It's just the 3 points. So there's just a lot of points.
Yeah.
Where you could draw. When the board's nice and full, you have a lot of choices.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no rabbits out there, so it doesn't work. Doesn't work for me.
Isn't that a rabbit?
No, yeah, there is. The right side rabbit though. I need the left side rabbit.
Ah. I'll just-
Yeah. And that's just a free drop worth points.
And he's worth more the more butterflies you have.
Mhm. That's what our strategy was last time. Is we both did
We,
the
we both maxed out on butterflies, and
Yeah.
I had so many rabbits.
because you want different butterflies.
Oh, right. Gonna draw. And I'm going to draw this one and this one.
Stealing my poor little rabbit.
You can't use that rabbit.
I mean, you already know I have a fox.
So do I. We are going to pop fox on the tree. We'll go ahead and drop these 2. And then because I got rabbits, I can drop 2.
Okay.
Wait, what are the rabbits letting you do?
Fox. Drop
Oh.
per, and I have 2 rabbits.
Okay.
Did we determine is this whether whenever you play a card atop a tree, you could draw 1? Is it just the tree?
No,
Any
it's
tree.
any tree in your forest. That's what the power of the mushrooms are. Is they kind of trigger like continuously.
Okay. So we're gonna do the power of the shrooms.
The shrooms are very powerful.
Shroom.
They aren't
power.
worth victory points, but they give you
I'm
abilities
gonna-
during play that are very good. Like one of them is every time you play a tree, draw a card. That one's every time you play a creature on top of a tree, draw a card.
I guess we're gonna do this.
And then when you do your victory points, one of them is like for every tree that you have a creature on both sides of, And one is every creature on both. Oh, we're gonna sweep.
Yeah, there's
We're
11
gonna
there.
One always sweeps then. Look at all these poor dead critters. So sad.
I definitely have to draw.
Yeah, you're definitely in the draw phase.
Yeah, and you really don't have a choice here because the forest just got clear cut.
Yeah.
I kind of want options as well, so I'm just gonna draw.
I feel like a lot of this game is drawing cards.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah,
those big
I'm
stack
very
cards.
surprised there's no not like a single draw at the start of your turn.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I want to draw 2, please. Take those back. I want this one.
Okay.
And I want 1. Thank you.
Take those back. No, I want one of
One
those.
of them. That's okay. Sure.
Just draw more cards.
All right.
Works.
See, I'm trying to get a tree that matches more of my cards,
Oh,
and
not
there
beautiful.
there apparently aren't any.
That's one of the things is as the deck's gonna go really fast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play my little guy here on a beech tree.
I went a lot of turns without getting a tree last time we played.
And apparently, even though we'd gone over the you can play one face down, she didn't remember that you could play one face down.
Mm-hmm.
Which honestly wouldn't have really helped.
It wouldn't have
either,
helped, yeah.
so-
Okay, so we're gonna just do.
What'd you do that for?
It's free.
Oh,
It just takes one up here.
So one thing to remember is if you play the bear, you put the cards in first, then they sweep.
Okay.
So
He would sweep for a lot of points.
so
right
you
now.
could play him and pick 3 cards to get rid of, and they all go in your cave. So basically, pick the 2 cards you want to keep,
you know.
Okay. And then he sweeps the forest,
but they go in your cave.
and they go and just put them underneath the cave card. And those are all points at the end of the game. I think it's very nice that they give you a little cave to put them under.
Yeah.
And it's 1 point
And
a
it
card.
has a
1 point a
little-
card?
Yeah.
Okay. You hear a snoring cat.
Yes, he's in his little cubby
And-
being snooped.
Unfortunately, I told her to play the bear, and she sweeped the tree that I wanted to grab out of there. It was the one that I've been waiting for that symbol this whole time. So I don't want to keep drawing because I'm almost at a full hand. So we're gonna play the same
So what's your
mushroom
full
that
hand?
10.
so it doesn't match, and I have to take 2 cards to get rid of.
That's the plus side, I guess, with playing with couples is you can't necessarily tell your partner to do something that's gonna suck for them, because then you gotta go home with them.
Get rid of those 2.
I have no hands, so I have no choice.
No. I am going to. Okay, we're gonna do this.
So even when a forest has no cost, you still discard one on top.
Yes.
What
Yeah.
if the forest has you draw a card? Do you draw first or
Discard first.
discard first?
Yeah.
Two,
The
one,
forest rule is actually over here on the board. You can see whenever you
And
drop a
then
tree, you drop a card
I get a card because I played around the forest.
on top of the forest.
Oh, it's only on top.
Well,
I played this one. So this is
yeah,
what I
what
was
on top of the forest. Yeah, that one's specifically on top, and then this one is whenever you play a tree.
Oh, and it literally means the top.
Yeah.
Forgot about that. Now I'm sad.
Yes.
Why you have to burst my bubble like that?
Well, because
With your dinosaur shirt.
Okay.
I
don't want
love my
that.
dinosaurs.
I know.
So
I
you
know
want to
you
draw?
like it.
So you can take any of these and still draw a random,
Yeah,
or you can
just-
take 2
Want this one.
Mm-hmm.
and a random.
That's a very cute dinosaur.
You can't really see which one that is.
All right, so I'm gonna play a forest birch tree. That comes out, and then because I play birch tree, I get to draw a card, and that is the symbol I've been waiting for.
I need more cards.
Mm-hmm. I'm
I-
also
I
gonna
really-
draw 2 cards.
I really don't want to get into the winters, but I need more cards.
Hawk, I got stuff that he wants.
Yeah, the turns go very fast in this game because you only get one action.
Yeah. What are you throwing?
The best one on the first game is Megan really needed a tree, and we ended up with like a clearing full of trees
So you just need
that
one
all
of
got
those.
like clear cut.
Yeah.
So it's you would play it anywhere. As soon as you play it, you get to draw another card, and then at the end of the game, for every animal that has that symbol, you get 6 points.
Okay.
So that card isn't worth anything on its own, other than unless you draw a new card. Then it gives you victory points for.
Oh wait, did I played that one.
Yeah, you got to pick which card you're going to keep. You got to
Okay,
drop
yeah,
two.
yeah. Okay. Oh, it's not.
That was a
Oh,
problem.
and
I already did the tree.
All right. Play that tree.
Actually,
Thank you. And need to discard 2 for that one.
come on.
What am I going to discard?
It's actually taking Agiru, so it should have been like that.
I'm going to get to draw again as soon as
I didn't draw a card.
Cheater.
Oh, he gets to draw, so I can't take that one.
That one. And
Because that means I can't take that one either.
Come on, it's those bunnies.
that
Funny.
one.
Oh, is that for
Then-
the other side, so you can start the other
Because
way?
I played the tree, I get to draw 1 more. Draw up.
Back.
It's my turn.
Now I can take my bunnies. Give my bunnies.
Mm,
I still ended up with 2 bunnies.
I'll take 2 cards. Looking at my shit.
I was making sure we're not to the winters because we're getting close. If you draw a winter card, they go beside this, and then you just immediately draw another card. It doesn't count as your draw. It's just that's what triggers our game end.
Oh, sorry.
Megan goes pretty quick. Her
So,
turns are either 2 seconds or 10 minutes.
what was that?
So that is it's going to cost you 1, but then you get to draw. And if you don't want to give that up, you just take it back.
That's what I was. I'm like, that's tough.
All right. I'm going to play here,
Bunny.
and that's all I can do.
Are the bunnies not?
Bunny. They're free.
They're free?
They're free.
Yeah.
There's just a
They're
point.
free.
The only with 1 point apiece, but then there's other things that trigger off of them.
Mm-hmm.
You stack up a bunch of bunnies and you drop a box and you just draw a bunch of cards.
Okay, what does this
Okay, so like how the oak requires you to have all the different tree types.
Uh-huh.
Okay, he doesn't count as points, but he makes your tree count as if it's 2 types.
And I get to pick the type?
Which is one's wild, yeah. It just counts as an additional type. So,
I don't know. That sounds complicated.
and then you can always look in here. That's what's he? He's the carpenter bee.
Yeah, Violet Carpenter bee.
So you could go in here and you could look in here and oh, there is his rule explanation. That is his rule explanation. So these will get more in detail with things like what interacts with it, or if there's some like extra bit of information you need that they can't fit on the card.
Mm-hmm.
That's too complicated. Take it away. We are basic here.
Look, all we need is our army of rabbits and maybe a fox or 2.
I am just not. I'll take 2 more cards.
Jeez, run us out of forest. Oh my word!
I mean, you can always draw these.
Those are all trees.
Yeah.
Don't want trees, damn it.
Sometimes you do.
I mean, you wanted trees last game.
I know.
I'm going to drop 1 card off the top.
add me a maple tree. This is a card. I gotta drop that thing. And that's it. Your turn.
Oh no. I'm going to. Can I get to draw a card?
Or you want one of these or this one? You want that one? There's just trees and birds over there. Some bugs.
That one. And, yeah, card. What does the binoculars mean?
If it matches the tree, when you play
It
it.
matches the tree.
So that means you can play another creature for free, but its ability does not activate, correct?
Its ability doesn't activate and it has to match the symbol on
But
it.
it's free.
Yeah. So it has to be the same type of critter. So that's going to be a bird. So that one will have a different symbol.
What's
That's a bird.
Oh. it's
It
got a-
requires it to be the same type
paw
of critter.
print?
This is a paw print.
Yeah, so it has to be a paw print. So like if you look at the lynx has a paw print.
Oh, so
The
it
bird
doesn't
the bird does
activate.
not have a.
Oh.
So unless the creature on the bottom of that matches,
No.
yeah, then it doesn't really do
You
it.
still get points for playing it, but you don't get any ability
Yeah.
bonus. And that is a lizard, which goes with that thing. So that's where the law points.
Yeah, so
That was the
I
right.
mean I can play it still. It's just not
It's just not gonna. It doesn't do the extra thing. It's no big
Okay.
deal. Well, no. You can't play that off that ability. Yeah.
up that.
You just played that. That
Yeah.
was your action. If
Okay.
you had a paw print, you could play that
Okay.
as a bonus.
But you have the
So-
paw print, so
Yeah.
Is it
it
the end
goes
of my
to
turn?
Mike. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mike's turn.
As that deck is getting lower, I'm realizing I don't have any freaking points on the board for the most part. One. I'm gonna drop that one.
Critters. No glitter trees.
What do the binoculars mean again?
It matches the.
It has to match that. Okay.
That rule we've talked about like 10 times.
Shush. Shush. Or
And
I
that guy's.
will.
Now that I'm looking at this card, I was like, oh, these aren't worth anything, so you have other things that go around them.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Well, and again, one of the things is to have trees that have something top and bottom and something that has side and side, which I have none of.
Mm-hmm.
I've got rabbits. Boy, do I got rabbits.
You'd like that.
I got so many rabbits. Hey, complete tree.
Yay. I got a rabbit.
More cards?
Yeah.
So
Don't
this,
want any of these?
this is a fully
I don't think so.
occupied tree. So this closes this tree out. It counts as fully occupied. But because there's a rabbit there, she can still keep stacking rabbits on it.
Ah. Alright. I am going to play tree. Big surprise. I'm going to discard this tree off the top. Now, I played a tree, so this lets me draw a card. And I played this tree, which lets me draw a card. So,
You get 2 cards.
you know, I really thought I had a maple leaf at some point, and apparently I discarded it.
Well, then for every leaf, like I also have a maple, but it's a different color,
Mm-hmm.
and the critters will actually go off of a specific.
That's why I
one.
thought I had a maple. I have this one, which
Yeah.
looks the same, but different color.
Yeah, there's like 2 of every like tree variety.
Draw one off the top.
Yeah, there's 8 kinds of trees, so there's like 2 of each symbol. I am going to drop a tree to play a critter. Can you guess what I'm playing?
A
The
rabbit.
rabbit.
Oh.
Badger.
But since he matches, get a free rabbit. That would have been free anyways. I just got him a turn early. Now I have even more rabbits on my tree. This tree has rabbits on both sides of it. I do like that the artwork for the left and right versions of the animals is like mirrored, but the background isn't.
Is it Megan?
It's Megan's
It's
turn.
my turn.
Think about things first.
Yeah.
Second.
Hey, I have a tree with something on both sides of it.
Rabbits.
There's rabbits.
I'm gonna play a bear.
Drop a bear.
So 1, 2, 3,
And swipe.
and I get all the things.
All
those
the
trees.
things.
Oh,
That's probably worth more than my entire forest.
Oh, you missed
yeah.
one. I mean,
Thanks, Ash.
yeah.
Because you discarded that.
Yeah.
All right, Ash's turn.
So, party.
Bird.
Get rid of. What about that? Your turn.
And again, you can play anything on the tree. Doesn't have to match. You just don't get any bonuses if there's a thing that even gives you a bonus for matching.
Yeah.
But in some cases, there's literally no point.
Yeah, a lot of them don't really have, like, this tree doesn't have a bonus, so unless the animal has a bonus.
Yeah.
Take that, and I have to discard one. I'm sorry, bullfinch and hedgehog.
Or critters. I like that I ended up being the rabbit lord like twice.
I mean, you know what works, and you know, use that strategy.
The rabbit is just exponential, which is what makes him good. But
Wait, so each one is worth?
I have 25 points for the rabbit right now.
Oh, I
Each-
did not think that's how those
I
work.
want 2.
Yeah. Each rabbit is worth the number
I
of
assumed
rabbits you have.
I thought for some reason only the one next to the tree counted.
No, it's in your forest. I had to read his card the last time.
Oh,
Yeah, he's exponential, but it takes a lot of rabbits to counter anything else. This is probably not enough rabbits.
I got 1 bunny.
play this back.
The back.
And I discard one to play. So goodbye, finch and stag beetle.
I literally can't play anything. I have to draw.
I'll take 2 cards.
Oh, first winter is up. So that means we're on the bottom third. We've played 2/3 of the deck now. So the other 2 winters are somewhere in here. So the game could end at any point in time now.
And that one lets you. So
Oh.
one of these goes
Draw a
over,
card.
and then you draw a card.
Yeah.
I will draw 2 cards. Oh.
Now now's a really good time to look at the clearing before you draw because
Mm-hmm.
you can run the deck out pretty fast,
Yeah.
like I'm getting ready to do.
Can't get anything out of any of those. Okay.
I'm gonna put Mr. Foxy Fox out. Toss me these 2. And then I don't want anything that's out here. So my 5 cards I get to draw are gonna come off top.
I've only had 1 rabbit.
I have 2.
I mean, I didn't.
Wow.
That's a winner.
Alright.
Wow, what a useless hand.
My turn.
We've devastated the world, and what have we gotten? Nothing.
Cool. I'm gonna play a tree. Flip, and then I get a card.
And you get a card.
You could take one of those.
Oh, I guess I could have.
Too late.
Play Nate.
I will. that tree. That tree. Gives no bonuses on a match. That gives no bonuses on a match. Oh, this one's gonna draw on my plate though. Okay. So I'm gonna play the Great Spotted Woodpecker. And start one card. His ability lets me draw a card, and I am going to draw. What's this? That one.
Playing another horse chestnut. Means I got 2 drop. That is stupid. This has to come out. And is all I can do.
I'm gonna play this Eurasian J, so it costs 1, and then I get to
You get to take another turn.
take another turn.
And there's 10 in there right now.
Is there?
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so
it's
that's
sweet.
swipes at the end of
Yeah.
the turn, so this is all dead. All these poor critters. These butterflies.
So she's done.
No, I still
You
It's
have
get
another
my
turn now.
Yeah.
She's done.
It's fine, we'll fix them all at the end of it.
By we he means me.
I did it last time. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm gonna take 2 cards. Good trees.
Yeah, it's your turn.
These are all trees. All trees.
So, do you want a lot of trees or?
Yes, you want a lot of trees. It depends on what kinds of trees you have and what critters you have. Depends on exactly how many you want.
Mm-hmm.
But like the horse chestnut here, you want as many of them as you can. Because if you can have 7 of them, they're worth almost 50 points.
yeah.
Like the oak, he's only worth points if you have a diverse forest. The beech is only worth points if you have enough beeches,
The sycamore's nice because it's a point for every tree you have.
Yeah.
Which is not terrible.
which is when your guy
You
that counts as an
taking
extra
2?
tree.
Yeah.
He's not a winter.
That's it. That ends the game. So this
Well-
game ends immediately. Nobody gets an extra turn. Nobody gets anything. I also had a handful of trees.
I had the
Yeah.
least amount of turns because it ended just before it went a full round, and you playing a tree screwed this out of any points.
Oh,
I was gonna play a tree on my next turn, which would have made him worth points again.
So sad. All right. Scoring in this game is a weird mix of very easy and very complicated.
I can tell you right now, I did not win because I'm pretty sure your rabbits alone are worth more my entire forest.
Probably.
Because this is 0 points, 0 points, 15, 0 points, 1,
So
16.
first one is number of trees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have a whole 5.
5.
4 and 5.
And then it's trees that have something on the top and bottom. I have 0.
1,
2.
0.
We did terrible on that.
I wasn't aware that that was also
Yeah.
part of the scoring.
And then trees with something
Sorry,
on both
sorry.
sides. I have 2.
0.
1.
You have 2. I have 1.
And then it's our crazy, our cave. Yes, I have 0.
0.
So it just doesn't matter. Just
Use number card, yeah.
6.
Oh, Jesus.
Never had anything.
Yep. Now it's the crazy one. We have to actually figure
Okay,
out
let's
what
do
you
easy
have
for
off
me.
of that.
1, 2, 3,
Those
0,
4,
4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 14, 15, 30.
10, 35.
Did you just write mine down?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Ash, you have, this is your only bird, it looks like, so you get, oh no, bugs. Oh shit, yours is
Goodbye.
different. Okay, you do not have a roe deer. I'm just kind of looking for the simple ones. Okay, so you have bug matches with your then another bug because they're both symbols. So 4 points from him for bugs. Don't have a roe deer.
8.
5 points just for that tree, so that's
Do I
9
really
points for
only have
this.
Do you really only have 8?
9.
Butterflies, it's your only butterfly. So 0.
Wow.
Is
Wow.
Oh, and the bear's not worth anything other than what he put in the cave.
Yeah, he knows what he puts in the cave.
So it's 9 from that tree. Does anyone have more than 2 lindens?
No, I think
Or more than 1 linden?
Yeah,
I have 1.
Okay, so that means you're both tied for the most. That,
yeah. So
that means you both get
the
3.
3.
Oh, we'll get 3?
Yeah.
And then you have 1 lizard.
Mhm.
6. That one's worth. So these are both worth 9. This one, you only have 1 horse chestnut, so 1, 6. No bats. 6, 9, 6, and 1. So 18, 24, 25.
Mike, actually, you got second place on that.
Yeah. So you got 36. Ash got 31.
36.
36. So you and Ash
guys
tied. Steve got 62.
Mhm.
I got 24. 27.
I feel like I might have missed
30?
30.
I got 30.
And I said I had 30 points on the board.
Yes.
Let me double check that because that feels wrong.
My whole
1, 2,
thing
3,
was 12.
4,
Yeah.
9, 12,
Wow.
14,
That's
15.
pretty
Oh,
bad.
because that one's worth 15. Yeah, I did get 30.
My whole thing was worth 12.
I mean, I was mostly paying attention to Steve's 25 just from rabbits.
Yeah.
Well, and the foxes are 2 per rabbit.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so my foxes were a lot of points too.
So his
So,
bunny strategy.
My
is
bunny
valid.
Well, I
strategy.
mean, it helps when you get them.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I got 1.
I was
I
able
got
to get
1.
rabbits really early, and as soon as I had multiple rabbits out, I'm like, well, I guess I'm all in on rabbits.
I had a whole 1 rabbit.
Yeah, if you can get rabbits and foxes, they're exponential.
And if I had known, I think at one point I could have taken 1 out of there. I didn't
Yeah.
know. I didn't realize that. For some reason, I thought when you play one, anything you play after just that's worth whatever this one says, not each one.
It's each one is worth 1 per rabbit you have, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But again, that means you have to go all in on rabbit.
And there's some other ones that have some really good interaction. They just didn't seem to come up.
Yeah.
Like,
I like the game, but I don't like how much there is. There's too many things to.
the interact. Yeah.
It's too many interactions, especially for a first playthrough. Because
Yeah.
like, I don't know what I'm looking at to begin with, let alone
Well,
this and this are actually easy to get to, or this is
Yeah.
really hard to pair.
Yeah, well, and again, that's like this is without the expansion. We haven't done one with the expansion yet, so it'd be really interested to see whether it plays on the interactions that are already here or whether it just adds a whole bunch of ridiculous ones in. I very much like it. I wanted to
I
see it
also-
with more players.
I'm surprised that there's any scoring other than what's on the cards, considering it seems like what's on the cards is going to be almost your entire score, anyways.
Yeah, there's really not a lot outside of that.
And they're worth so little that it doesn't seem like it.
Well, I mean, for
Impact
Megan, that was
yeah.
that was
Yeah.
her score.
That was.
the number of cards that you pull out of this based off the players doesn't change very much.
Mm.
So on a 2-player game, we were pulling 30 cards out.
Mhm.
On this game, we pulled 10.
Yeah.
So an extra 20 cards
Yeah,
for twice the players is not
not much.
much.
So-
It still runs through. I almost would say that there's no point in even pulling cards out of this deck.
Yeah.
It's such a minor.
Yeah.
What would 10 cards do? That's
Yeah.
1 round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like an average round would be about 10 cards.
Mm-hmm.
So it wouldn't have made a huge difference. I honestly feel that if you didn't want to pull cards out, you could play this with your full deck, no matter how many players you had.
So
I'm just never a big fan when a game has an instant end.
yeah.
'Cause I literally got to play. I got fewer chances to play
Mhm. That's-
just because it ended on Ash's turn and I was the last person.
when we played,
Oh, no, I was the first person to play.
You were first person play.
Never mind. We actually got a perfect round.
Yeah,
Never
we
mind.
got a perfect
I thought we
round.
started on Steve.
when we played, I had Steve show me the rule book because I was like, "What?"
There's so few games that do that instant end.
Mhm.
Most of them finish the round out. It's really kind of random to have that game. It's like, okay, it's done.
So there are 4 expansions that I know of. There are 2 that were last year and 2 that are upcoming for this year.
Mm-hmm.
We bought Woodland Edge because that's what Squirrel had. This expansion does have a new symbol type.
Okay, let's have a new symbol type.
Yeah. So
And it wasn't even until the end that I actually started getting symbols on like the creatures that mattered. Now I know
Yeah.
like, Ash had them kind of early. She had one for like 6 points for every lizard, but
Yeah.
she only ever got one.
yeah.
Yeah. Now, see, it does give you set up how many cards to remove based off the number of expansions. That I could see being important when you have that many
Mhm.
extra cards in.
Do you have the fox cards?
They're right here. They're in my
Thank you.
hand. So I could see that mattering.
Yeah.
I would be interested to see playing this with expansions in it. I enjoy it.
We actually enjoyed this 2-player.
I
It's
hon-
not.
honestly, it might have been a little better 2-player as far as what you got to do. You got to build.
Yeah, you got more cards in
You got to
total.
build a bigger
Yes.
forest.
Yeah.
And I
Uh,
feel like the one thing I think the game could definitely use is there should be like a draw 1 at your turn up just to start.
Yeah.
Because it does feel really bad till your turn is I drew cards.
I
Yes.
do cards. Yeah.
And this might be one of those ones that we house rule something.
And the sweep being at the end of the turn, it should be like the end of the round. Cause like Ash never got a chance to bear with more than 3 cards in there because
Yeah.
it was always shuffled before her turn.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I'm interested to get the other expansions and see if they all add a new symbol or if they just add more cards so
Yeah.
that then the game does go further.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's another thing. If you added the expansions in and then didn't remove cards, that would make the game last longer. Like mini games, you know, the deck size, when you build a deck size in the beginning, you're kind of calculating that size. I do like that it shuffles in the winter cards so that they will be in the bottom third.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you're not going to have that game that like, oh, round 2, oh, there's the third winter.
Yeah.
That said, we did get the other 2 winter cards in like the
boom, boom.
right at the top of that last third.
I almost want to take that bottom third and make sure that last winter's towards the bottom of it
Yeah.
and shuffle it into the bottom third, shuffle the other one into, or
Bottom
maybe
half of that third.
or maybe
Yeah.
even just put one of them at the bottom card so you know you'll play the whole deck out.
Yeah.
That's something.
I mean, at that point, you just take the winners out because if you're gonna play the whole deck, it doesn't
you
matter.
play the whole deck. Yeah, but
Yeah, I think this is definitely one we'll have to think maybe some homebrew rules
Mhm.
would be make
Yeah.
it more fun.
Yeah.
For
And again,
4-player.
like you're saying on the winters thing, the other thing is, it adds strategy, but
Mm-hmm.
it also adds kind of a assholey move, which is
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm in the lead, so I'm just gonna keep drawing to get
You
the
mean
winters
like-
out
like
to try
how-
to force the game to
like
end.
how I knew I was in the lead, so I just dropped a fox to draw a whole bunch of
Yeah.
cards to,
Yeah.
like, hey, I need foxes and rabbits. Are there any in here?
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up with all trees though. So.
Haha.
At least
text
I
me.
didn't
The
get
thing
rewarded.
is, by doing that, you got the winters closer to the top.
Right.
So even if you don't get the winter itself, you're still guaranteeing we're that much closer to ending the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, all in all, I think it's a good game. I think it's going to take the right group playing it, the right mindset,
And familiarity.
and familiarity.
Mhm.
I think it's a lot like Evolution.
Yes.
If you're playing it and you don't know what all the cards and all the interactions are, you're going to struggle.
Yeah.
If you know them all, it's a very simple game.
If you know them all and you don't play it easy, you're going to make everyone hate the game.
Yeah.
Because Evolution is a griefing game.
Yeah.
Yes. Evolution
Once you know
is
how
a-
to play that game, the only proper way to play is to screw your opponent over, not build your creatures up.
Yeah.
Yes, that's definitely one we're going to have to do a game of at some point. But I think we're going to have to do that as maybe a drinking game. To even that one out.
We
a
need to
little bit.
do we need to do drinking of that
No.
and skulls.
Skull and Roses, or
Yeah.
Skulls as the new version's called, would be a fun one for that.
Yeah.
Since it was made as a
Did they add
drinking
an S to it, or is it just Skull?
It's just a skull.
game. Skull. So the original drinking game was called Skulls and Roses. The game that they printed out that you can buy is just called Skulls.
I would bought that first app.
It's just called
Skull.
Skull.
Yeah, Skull.
Yeah.
But the original drinking game was Skulls and Roses.
Yeah.
I hope everyone enjoyed a 4-player round of Forest Shuffle. Please let us know in the comments what you thought was different between the 2 and the 4. Maybe what you think would be good for house rules on it. I think this is a very good backbone of a game. I definitely feel this is one that everybody is going to house rule a little bit on and change a little bit for. I'd be kind of interested to see what everyone thinks they might do to make this game flow a little bit better with their players. Thank you all. Make sure you you like, drop, and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next game. Bye, everyone.
Bye.